Okay, and 35, this over here means divided by. 35 divided by 7. Okay, we can count by our sevens. So 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. I counted 5 times. So 35 divided by 7 is 5. Okay, let's look at the story elements. It says read the story, then complete the chart. The Murray family was setting up their campsite in the woods. They were excited to spend a relaxing weekend hiking, boating, and fishing. Within a few hours of getting settled, rain started falling. The family heard rumors from other campers that severe storms were coming, and they were concerned because the only shelter was a tent. As the thunder rolled and the lightning flashed, the family saw other campers pack up and leave. It wasn't long before the Murray family also decided that the safest thing to do was pack up and save their camping adventure for another weekend. Okay, let's look at number 6. What is the setting of the story? Remember, setting is where the story takes place. If I look back, it says they were setting up their campsite in the woods. Here's my evidence. The setting is in the woods. So make sure you write in complete sentences in the woods. Number 7, who are the characters in the story? Okay, if I look over here, it doesn't give me specific names, but it says the Murray family, so I can write that down. The Murray family. Okay, what is the problem in the story and how is the problem solved? Okay, so if we look back, we know the problem in the story was that there was a storm coming. Okay, right here. Within a few hours, rain started falling. The family heard rumors. Okay, here, as the thunder rolled and the lightning flashed. Okay, that's the problem. There was a storm. So let's write that down. There was a storm. Okay, how was this problem solved? What did they do? The Murray family decided that the safest thing to do was to pack up and save their camping adventure for another weekend. So they decided to pack up and go home. Okay, and that's it. Let's flip the page. Okay, now I'm on page 132. Let's look at number 1, and it's find the perimeter. Okay, here we go. So remember, add the outside of the shape. 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 7 is 17, plus 3 is 17, 18, 19, 20, plus 4, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, so the perimeter is 24 units. Circle equal groups to solve. Count the number in one group. Okay, so I want to know what is 1/3 of 15. Okay, so 1/3 of 15, there is 1, 2, 3 equal groups. This is 1, 2, and 3 groups. So 1/3 would be one group of 15. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars. Okay. 1/4 of 16. Now we have 4 equal groups. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So in one group there are 1, 2, 3, 4 smiley faces. So fourth of 16 is 4. Okay, estimate. Okay, when we estimating, we are rounding. We're not writing the exact answer. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and estimate to get these answers. 790 is closer to 800. Okay, I'm going to round them up to hundreds. 190 is closer to 200. So 800 minus 200 is 600. 210 is closer to 200. 3,980 is close to 4,000. So 4,000 minus 200. Okay, 4,000 minus 200. Oh, it's not minus, it's plus. I need to look more closely. Okay, 4,000 plus 200 is 4,200. Okay. 879 is closer to 900. Minus 402 is close to 400. So 900 minus 400 is 500. Okay, 1,809 is closer to 2,000. And 301 is close to 300. So 2,000 plus 300 is 2,300. 87 is closer to 90. 411 is close to 400. So 90 plus 400 is 490. Okay. Write the value of the shaded part of each fraction, then compare using less than, greater than, or equal to. Okay, remember fractions, we count the total pieces, total parts, and then that number goes on the bottom. That is called the denominator. The number of pieces or parts that are shaded goes on the top of the fraction, and that is called the numerator. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts total. That number goes on the bottom. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts that are shaded. So my fraction is 6/8. Here there are 4 parts that are shaded. No, 4 parts total and 1 part shaded. Okay, next we are going to compare the two fractions. Which one is bigger? Look at the shaded part. This one has more shaded parts than this one over here. So 6/8 is greater than 1/4. Okay, over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts total, and 2 are shaded. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total, and 3 are shaded. So if you compare the two fractions, you can see that 3/6 is bigger than 2/6. Okay. Okay, parts of speech. Circle 2 nouns or pronouns in each sentence. Underline 1 verb. Put a square around the adjective. Okay, we had a great time riding the thrill rides at the amusement park. Okay, so nouns are person, place, or things. Pronouns take place of nouns. So we is a pronoun, so we are going to circle it. Okay. Park, amusement park, is a noun. It's a place. Okay. Next, we're going to underline the verb. Verb is action. So writing is a verb. That's something that you do. And put a square around one adjective. Remember, adjectives describe nouns. Okay, so thrill is an adjective that's describing the rides. Okay, and that's it. Number 6, Jenny and Sarah rode horses up the steep mountain path. Jenny is a noun. Sarah is a noun. Okay, we only have to circle 2. There are more than 2. And we have to underline the verb. Rode is something that you do. It's an action. It's a verb. And steep is an adjective because it's describing the mountain. Okay. Subject-verb agreement. Circle the correct verb in each sentence. The wolves was howling loudly, or the wolves were howling loudly. The wolves were howling loudly. The tree in our yard is old. Jeff loves to play music. Jackie has a new bike. I am a good singer. The group was getting hungry. The kids are playing. Dan has the grocery list. Okay, next page. Number 1, write how many each type of angle the shape has. Okay, we barely started learning about this before we went on break. So remember, right angle, you know if there is a right angle if you see this little square inside the shape. This shape does not have a right angle because we don't really see this square inside it. And remember, right angles form a perfect L. So there are 0 right angles. Less than a right angle. Remember, those are called the acute angles, and they are smaller than 90 degrees. So if you look over here, this shape has 1, 2 angles that are less than a right angle. And then it has 2 angles that are greater than a right angle. And these are the 2 that are greater. And remember, these are called obtuse. This shape has 2 right angles. It has 1 angle right here that is less than this angle, right angle. And then it also has 1 that is greater than a right angle. Okay, shade to make the given fraction, then compare. Remember, 4 is the total, that's the denominator. 3 is how many parts I have to shade. Okay, which fraction? 3/4 is greater than 1/2 because more of it is shaded. Okay, 4 times 5 is 20. A number divided by 9 equals 6. Remember, division and multiplication are opposites, so what you can do, you can multiply 9 times 6, and that is 54. So I know 54 divided by 9 equals 6. Anytime you see parentheses, you have to do that first. So 2 times 5 is 10. Then 8 times 10 is 80. 49 divided by 7 is 7. 45 divided by something equals 9. So you can do the same thing. You can divide 45 by 9 and you'll get 5. If you're not sure what it is, remember the old way, make 45 circles and then make groups of 9, put 9 in each group, and whatever, you should get 5 total groups, and that's going to be your answer. 3 times 8. Okay, 3 times 8 is 24. Okay, write the time another way. 32 minutes after 6 is 6:32. 10 minutes before 4. So it's not 4 o'clock yet, it's 10 minutes before that. So that's going to be 3:50. 5 minutes after 11. After is 11:05. 47 minutes after 3 is 3:47. 13 minutes before 4 o'clock. So it's still 3, and 13 minutes before that would be 3:42. Okay. Irregular verbs. My brother and I built a tree house last summer. They're in the past tense. Built. Mom bought me a new winter jacket yesterday. I caught a cold from my sister. My dog dug a huge hole in my backyard. Okay, punctuation. Write the correct dialogue and punctuation marks in each sentence. Fred asked, "What is the weather like today?" Remember, anytime somebody is speaking, we use quotation marks around their exact words. So this is what Fred asked. What is the weather like today? We have to use quotation marks around what he is saying. It's supposed to be cold and windy, replied Maria. So Maria's exact words are, it's supposed to be cold and windy. So I'm going to put quotation marks around that. Okay, that's it.